Welcome to the Amazon's podcast. I'm Glenn Young, owner of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Celebrate the female physique. Subscribe to AmazonsFitMag.com. The podcast is brought to you by GPS Photography and Video. Why photography and video? Because if a photo's worth 1,000 words, video's worth 1,000,000. GPSPhotoandVideo.com. And of course, Amazon's Fitness Magazine is a publication of GPS Photography and Video. My guest, all the way from Australia. Thanks for getting up this morning. IFBB Pro, Olympian, Women's Physique Pro, and Olympian, Tracey Guile.
Thank you very much, Glenn.
Hey, I really appreciate you. Did I mess up your workout time or anything?
No. I just trained a bit later, so I can have a little sleep in this morning. It was nice.
But how you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Again, last year was such a huge whirlwind of so many things. It was super exciting. And sometimes I pinch myself and go, did that actually happen?
Yeah.
I did. It did. Yes. And then, of course, I got selected for Masters Olympia 2 this year in Japan.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you very much. Very honored, very proud, very excited, as usual.
So how far of a plane ride will that be from Australia to Japan?
To Japan, I think it's about 12, 14 hours.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's not like, so the States is usually around 22 to 25 hours.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really weird because it's usually about 16, 17 hours behind. So you leave here on a Friday morning and you get there on a Friday afternoon.
Wow. And of course, I know you're going to try to get there as early as you possibly can.
Yes.
But,
so I usually get there about 6-7 days before the show.
Yeah. And this was a show you really wanted?
Yes, I did. It's an honor because only every 2 years as well. When I did the Toronto show last year, I won the Masters 2. I thought I had qualified, but my name was not on the list. I was like, what's going on? But it was a 35 plus category and the criteria is 40 plus category. So even though I was 40, so I just missed that. But then they send out the option to be selected upon application. So I put that in straight away.
There you go.
I know. I'm super excited.
The women's physique division, I tell you what, it's something to watch. And coming from the Olympia, what was some of the feedback you got? I know you loved the whole experience that was the Olympia in 2024. But now as you sort of look over your shoulder and look back a little bit, how do you feel and what was the feedback?
So I know I could have done better. I think it was a little bit my back needs to be bigger, which is a thing which I'm working on. It's constant because my legs are so big. So my back bigger, shoulders and arms a little bit too as well. And then with my posing, a little less, excited, all extra movements and stuff like that. So just got to calm down a little bit. And also a little bit flat as well from the back. So I need to work on my carb load properly before the show. All those little bits and pieces, but it's fun. So it's, every show that you do, there's something to improve. It makes a little project every single time. You know what I mean? So, but standing against those girls was so amazing. And to make a top 10 was absolutely incredible. I was so happy with that. So happy. And meeting all the other Olympians there too. So many people that were my idols and role models. That was surreal. So the athlete meet and greet was more like, my athlete meet and greet. I was like, hi, everyone. Hi. But yeah.
And of course, coming from Australia, that's so different. No chance you will do any shows in the States this year, or what are you thinking?
There's definitely a chance. There's still a chance, yeah. So my original plan was to do Chicago and Tampa as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I know. I always get super excited and try and plan so many things. But the travel stress, coming from Australia to the States, that's another thing for us athletes to consider.
It is.
So to do the Chicago, Tampa, and then Masters would require flying from here to the States, and then from the States to Japan,
Right.
And there's also like all the things like, which I don't mind. There's a lot of planning involved, which I actually really enjoy, like finding the shops, the gyms, all that type of thing. But it's still and transport around and location and finding where everything is, which I'm more than capable than doing. But your body does always, reflect signs of stress and all that type of thing. We can't get away with that. Like, it's not like my head's fine, so my body's going to follow. So it's a lot of flying, but we'll see how we go anyway. We'll see how we go.
And of course, it would be nice to have a show there in Australia.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been a very long time. The last time was the Arnold's 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then it went away. So that was really right in your backyard.
I know. That would be such a nice change. Although I'm so excited to go to Japan. I get to like tick off all my bucket list of places to go through competing as well, which is exciting.
A lot of logistics to work out. Japan in August 15th. You're going to try to get there maybe around the 1st of August. Not earlier. But, and of course, like you said, that is a lot of stress on you. Trying to figure it out, where in Japan, the logistics of how to get your rides together, the flight time. So I can imagine.
Yeah, eating on the plane, getting all your fluid in on the plane. So usually everyone I fly with is really good. I make friends with them, and then I can go back and get all the water I want.
There you go. Now, your plan is to stay right there in the venue. If possible, or what do you think?
In Japan, I'm not sure, but I do have a friend there, another athlete.
Okay.
So I met him like 10, 12 years ago in Brisbane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kind of keep on contact in social media. And he was, his name's Rai. He was so lovely. He reached out just after the announcement. He said, Tracey, he said, if you need any help with anything, he said, just let me know. I'll help you get everything sorted over here. So that was really sweet. So that's good.
Yeah. So you already got a plan working. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. And there's actually quite a few Aussies going over.
Yeah.
Well, a few Aussies selected. Yes. So there's a bikini, figure, 2 men's physiques, and bodybuilding as well.
Okay.
And there's 6 of us.
That's good. So you have a whole contingent over there, the Australia, the Aussies.
There will be, yes. Do you know much about the venue in Japan?
I do not. I mean, that's why I'm like looking at man, I would love to go, but I don't have a passport. Then the expense, I think the plane trip upwards around $4,000 to go.
Yes.
Over.
Yeah.
And then, so I sort of puts out of the price range for a lot. But
that's exactly right.
So,
Yeah. I mean, to come from here to go over from here, it's probably around 10 grand a show.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Anytime you have to compete, you'd have to compete not in Australia, so you got to travel either way, huh?
Yes, exactly. For any of them. Yeah. So, but that's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about getting to Vegas. So
I know. I got to get to Vegas again. All the good energy.
Are you changing anything this year in reference to strategy as far as diet? I know you say you're gonna work on your back, but anything else we can go on with you and your coach?
So I didn't have so I just coached myself before. But this time I've been talking. So I've been talking. I'm going to work with Brandon Ray.
Okay. So
yeah.
So that's one takeaway to get you a coach. Yep.
Yeah, so that's actually really exciting for me, not having to think about things as much. Second guessing yourself, especially in those last few weeks when, someone might say something because you're like a bit weaker, vulnerable in your mindset, I guess. And this person says something, it's like, am I doing it right? When I know how to look after myself. But also when I was at Olympia, I realized I have got myself to a certain level, but there's like gaps missing in my, knowledge. Right. And as soon as you think that you know everything, you know nothing. That's what I believe. Right. So I was like, no, I need to find someone that can help me with this and push me because I know I can be better than this. But I don't know how to push myself past that point to get to that space. So I'm excited to work with someone and not have to think for a little while there.
Always, have a second set of eyes.
Yes, exactly.
So
exactly, yeah. And then I have, because I have so with my food and everything, like at the end, I have ulcerative colitis. I think I mentioned before.
Yeah.
So I can only have fast acting carbs. I can't have grains, whole grains.
Right.
So I only eat things that are very easy to digest. So I think that they weren't sticking to me properly, if you know what I mean. My body was just steaming through them
Right.
too fast. So I've got to think of a management system around that. So I'll do some of that research too. And then, of course, chat to Brandon and see what we can do about that last peak week or whatever we're doing. So, yeah, it's nice to have someone to talk to as well.
Yeah, because you want to come in hard and come in right, because you want to be peak.
And this girl's always coming hard and sharp and great conditioning. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to having an ass like that.
You're right. I think, you got to have a coach, because by yourself, you can only go so far. And
that's exactly
realize that. And so now it takes a lot of weight off you too, and you just focus on training and getting ready.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So it helps a lot. It's like you said, another set of eyes. And also, like, I've been training for so many years, and of course, a little exercise, you get into a routine. So when somebody else, you've got somebody else there, they can input their knowledge and everything like that and help you to grow better. So, which is, I think my back's a little bit bigger.
Well, I guess another part of it is you sort of bias to yourself, that you're really not being as critical on yourself as you might be. I know people say you're your own best critic, but at the same time, you can miss some things. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, absolutely. The things you can't see. And also, like, for me, I always I'm always focusing on the things that aren't right yet. So it's like, but then, there's a lot of things that you don't see as well. Like, for example, my back, easiest thing, I can't see it. Like when I'm training, stuff like that, like making sure that it's activating in the right spot and having those cues and all those types of things, and the extra muscles that I'm obviously not training in my routine of a workout that I do. They're obviously missing something. So, yeah, having other inputs and all that type of stuff is so important to grow. It grows an athlete, it grows a person as well. So,
when you look at it overall, you go back to the drawing board. Are you going to change your suit color? Was that fine? You going to change your hair?
I always change my suit color. Never wear the same suit twice. Yeah.
What colors are you looking at?
So I've got a great bikini lady here. She's absolutely amazing. So I've already been speaking to her. So she'll come up with some beautiful creations for me, different colors that I haven't used before, but I am running out of colors. And then, of course, my hair will match.
And that's just another thing added to the load, because you got to get all that done, I would see, before the last week of July, right? I mean,
yes. Yeah, so I have to, so before you leave, you've got, it's great for girls, actually. So, you get to the point where you're coming up to the competition, and, you look your best and everything, but you feel terrible, man. Your hair is bad. You're hairy. You're tired. You're depleted. You're thirsty. So you have all your pretty appointments that week too, which is super fun. You get your nails done, you get a facial, you get your hair done, and then you start to feel like you match, your body. But it's actually really painful sitting there for all those appointments, because you're either hungry, tired, you don't want to talk.
And so ideally, you arrive right when you start in peak week and roll on in.
Yeah, I love to do peak week wherever I am. So I make sure I'm there for peak week. So
now, will Brandon be able to join you there, or
Japan? I'm not sure. Sure.
It's always great if you can have a coach there, but that's tough when you're doing it overseas, though. It just is what it is.
I know. Yeah. I guess I'm used to doing my own. So, pardon?
Yeah. How's your family doing?
The family is good. It's my husband's birthday this coming week, so he's in good diva mode. He's 40.
Oh, wow. Young guy.
He's still younger than me. Yeah. He's just done a really cool hairstyle today, too. Yeah. I'm sure you'll see it later on social media. But no, he's good. He's super excited as well for me. He was just like,
okay to go with you this time, right?
No, he won't be able to go. No.
Oh, man.
I know. We have.
He didn't go with you to Vegas either, did he?
No. So he's we're working on visa things for him too. So he's a refugee, so it's very difficult. So it's still going.
Yeah.
I really, really hate that part, to be honest. I miss him so much. So even when I went to Olympia, he literally just stayed at home pretty much, and I think he stayed in the same underwear and just waited by the phone to talk to me whenever he could. It was so cute until I got home and I looked at the place and I was like, wow. You really did just hang out in your underwear for 2 weeks.
Well, it's just him. You don't have to worry, who's he looking pretty for? You got,
That's it. But no, he always helps me loads. Like he always helps me with my posing stuff too. So, even though I have a coach now and he's overseas, and Milad's also set a set of eyes for me, which is really very important too. And then he can help pinpoint things. Brandon's really good with posing as well. So, fix me up a little bit, make me look better. Anything possible to improve, I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. What do you think, Glenn?
Hey, I'm a fan of the photographer, and it's okay to be close. I don't have to choose. I'm not judging because I'm trying to get everybody I can in the magazine.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get you in there one day, but I mean,
I know. I've got to get in that magazine.
So, my opinion and the judge's opinion, so I think everybody looks great,
And everyone does look great. That's the thing. Everyone does look great. Everyone is their best self when they stand on that stage. You know what I mean? So, and it just comes down to after that is, you when you get to stage, like that's it. Like you've done all your hard work. It's done.
Yeah. But I think it's amazing.
It's time to enjoy the moment backstage, like make friends with the other athletes. And they're like brothers and sisters. They've all been through exactly the same thing as you. It's not like a competition against each other. At that point, it's just like, let me show these judges what I've got and let's see where I sit.
Yeah, you're going against yourself. It's not really.
That's it. That's exactly right.
The judges at that point.
Yep, that's it. That's all you can do. So,
but yes, I think everybody looks amazing. Because it's impolite to stare, so you take photos.
That's legal stalking.
Why are you staring? What are you looking at?
I like it.
And at the same time, I mean, I wish you got to capture the moment, capture the journey, and take a lot of photos, as many as you can.
Yeah, I know. It's actually important. I didn't know. Milad's Persian, of course, loves his photos every single place we go. Yeah. And at first it was super annoying. I was like, oh my God, another photo. But then when you look back through your life and your year, you've got everything there. You've captured the moments and you can revisit that memory and it brings it all back to life again.
Yeah. And looking at it, when the Arnolds, when women's physique left the Arnolds, I don't think anyone really thought about the overseas impact. Like Australia and stuff, so and the Arnold's in Europe, and so it's some second and third order effects for sure.
Yeah. But I've heard something about the Arnold's UK next year, possibly putting WPD in.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just heard that. I don't know if it's true. I haven't looked it up or anything, but yeah.
Okay, so it'll be right there in England.
Well, I'm British as well, so I'm dual nationality. Yeah,
there you go.
I see in that passport. I'm coming.
You have the both flags.
I've kind of got family everywhere. I got family in the States too. My uncle is there, so he came to watch me at Olympia with my aunt.
That's what I remember you was telling me about him. Where is he at?
Yeah. He's in California. California. Yes, that's right. And then they may come to Japan. How cool is that? He said he
because that started on the West Coast. It'd be a shorter flight.
Yes,
for sure. So yeah,
I know.
Good point.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna send him this. I'll be like, sorry, it's out there, it's out there on the internet, Unc.
There you go. You have no choice. Live.
Pardon? He could be watching me live.
Watching you live. There you go.
Yes.
So how's the gym?
The gym is good. So because we recently moved to Melbourne, probably about 6-7 months we've been here. So it's like we're exploring, going to different gyms and all the rest of it. So that's good. finding some of the best gyms in Melbourne with equipment wise and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a new one that's open, and it's got, oh my God, the best equipment of everything. So it's got about 10 to 15 back machines for every single tiny little thing. So I'm there. They're all my best friends, those machines. Yeah, so that gym's called Undefeated, and that's at Richmond Cremorne, which is just outside Melbourne City. So yeah, so super. It's really great training there. It is great training there. It's quite quiet as well. So, you know, the lighting is good and the mirrors are good too.
How's the weather there generally, though? Is it?
Oh, actually, so you know, so Queensland is the sunshine state where we moved from.
Okay.
And so it's pretty much sunny there all the time. Like, you know, even winter, it only gets like 10, 12 degrees, and that's maybe for 2 months. And that's only at night. It's usually 20 degrees during the day. But Melbourne, of course, is a lot more south, so there's more seasons here. So everybody was just like, oh, my God, it's going to get so cold in winter. It's so windy and blah, blah, blah. But it's autumn now, and it's like, so it's about 27 to 30 degrees Celsius. And Brisbane is freezing. Queensland's freezing.
That is.
I'm pretty sure that'll be short-lived, but at the moment, I'm enjoying it. The sun is out now. She's got, I need to get a tan. I'm very white.
Well, you're definitely going to have one for the show, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you need to come to the States, man, for a while.
No, I know. I need to come to the States. I know.
Put it on your list.
I definitely want to come this year, and if I can make it happen, I'm going to make it happen. So I'm working my ass off.
And let me know. Yeah.
Oh, of course I'll let you know. Yeah. You have to see
me. You got to get some more content on your YouTube channel. I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, man.
I know.
200 subscribers. I'm like, okay, you got a sort of back day workout. So
yes, no, I have loads of content I need to upload. Loads and loads. Yes. So thank you for that. I'm going to do that ASAP.
Website fitnessfamily.com.
Yep.
So tell me about your website. Now, you like training more lifestyle clients, correct?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so I really enjoy doing lifestyle and health plans for people. That's my main priority and my main client base. Learning how to eat properly and to train for your health and well-being is so important, and it should be important for 100% of the population. What we do as athletes and everything is an extreme thing, and it's very separate. Right. But you know, the lack of education for just normal people to learn how to eat well and just do 3 to 4 days of good exercise a week to keep your body healthy. Your body is your number one vessel in life. Right. Like, it's the thing you have to take everywhere, every single day, forever. And we invest the least in it. Then we do like so many other things. You get your car service once a month, oil changes, all this type of thing, but people don't look after themselves. And that's mainly because, you know, there's ease, there's convenience. People get takeout or fast foods or whatever's easiest. You know, and eating healthy is like this big thing in people's head. Eating healthy and diet seem to be put in the same pocket, and that's not how it should be. So eating healthy isn't a diet. Eating healthy is looking after yourself.
It's a lifestyle.
It's about, the correct nutrition, you know, feeling good, making sure the energy systems in your body are working. Simple things like inflammation and sore joints and all those types of things, not sleeping properly. All these things can be fixed with eating well and just doing some exercise in the week. So for me, I really love to teach my clients how to do that. I do personalized plans for everybody. I spend a good hour and a half chatting, finding out about them, what they like, what they don't like, their lifestyles, what foods they eat. And then depending where they're at in their fitness level or things, then we start with small changes and then we progress. Because again, it's not like you can't just throw everything at people. Everyone has a life. They have jobs, they have kids, they have everything. So you make small changes every month and integrate it into their life. And then things start to change, feel good. And also it's a lot easier that way. So that's my favorite thing to do. That's my favorite thing to do. Because when you feel good on the inside and you're healthy, the outside reflects that as well. Yeah. And you don't have to be a certain size. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be this many kilos or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about feeling good and looking after your body and looking good and feeling good for you.
Great message.
No, it is. Yeah.
Great message. I actually went to the doctor yesterday And I didn't know how deficient I was in vitamin D.
That is so common, so common.
Yeah. I was like down to 27. And he said you should be anywhere from 60 to, I think, 60 to 100 or 60 to 1,000. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So I've been taking that. He said, you don't need TRT, you need vitamin D. I'm like, okay.
Damn it.
Yeah. There you go. Well, I hit, I told people I hit prostate cancer back in 2019. So,
yes.
And so, very prevalent in my family as well as colon cancer. So, we had to have a radical prostatectomy. So, at the end of the day, took my mojo with it. So I got to fix that,
No, that's right. You do have to fix that. You're important, you need to fix that. Yeah.
So I'll go back and see, but he said, no, you don't need hormone therapy. You need vitamin D. You're so deficient. So, so we'll see. Of course, I'm going to go back to the urologist and do some of those things too. But, the biggest thing about it, if your health, you may have a lot of problems. Then when you get sick, you only got one problem. So
that's exactly right.
So
that's right. So with my, that's it. Well, with my condition with the ulcerative colitis, I have more prone to things like bowel cancer and stuff like that too. So I have to be very careful. And nutrition is so, so important for me. No junk food, no preservatives, no additives,
no processed foods at all. Huh?
That's it. Like anything could, I have to take special care of it. And we should all take special care of ourselves all the time. We had a very, very dear friend of ours. He passed last week. Yeah.
Wow.
And and he had lung cancer, which spread. It was just like, I don't know if you've seen in my socials, there's this lovely lady, Claire, with the really short, dark hair. She's 69. Right. This woman's incredible, right? And it was her husband.
Oh, wow.
So I was together for 45 years. And, it was just like he was sick for 2.5 years, probably quite bad the last 6 months that we saw him and spent some time with him. But it was an honor to spend time with him. And his mind was so active. He was so sharp. So, you know what I mean? Like, and he remembered everything, even in the hospital bed. He was remembering this, that, and the other. He was organizing everything to make sure everything was ready for when he left. But his body was not keeping up on his mind. And he was so frustrated with himself because his mind was still there, but his body was not playing the game.
Right.
And it's like, it was so good to see him fight like that. You know what I mean? All the way to the end. And also, so I hurt for him to feel so weak when, you can't do anything about your physical state. So, I mean, that's like a separate issue, you know what I mean? But like getting sick like that, like those things you can't control, you know what I mean? That's just life. These things happen in your body. But it really is a good reminder to appreciate every single day that you have. And when you can take care of your health and your life and your body, then you should make 100% sure that you're doing that every single day because it's a gift. It's a gift. Look after yourself because no one else will look after you the way that you can.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I want to go back. You talked about your condition, ulcerative colitis. And you mentioned fast carbs. What are some examples of fast carbs?
So I eat white potato, white rice, rice bubbles, Snap, Crackle, Pop cereal. And juice. I can't have like the skin and the seeds of fruit and vegetables. So I just juice everything. The pulp comes out for that type of thing. What else do I have? And sourdough bread from the bakery, no preservatives, fresh every day. Okay. So those are my main carb sources that I use. Yeah. I kind of like sugars and aggravant for me as well. Stress is the main thing for me for my stomach now because the food is all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't had a flare up for going on. I think it's been nearly 20 months, which is really great. Wow.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great. And I don't take the medication the doctors want to give me because it destroys your body. So they class it as an autoimmune disease. So they give you prednisone, which is, an immune suppressant, but it kills everything in your body.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do that. So I did a lot of research to make sure I could look after myself. I use a Ayurvedic medication too, to keep everything not so stressed. And I'm going back to hot yoga as well next week, which is exciting. to try and relax my brain.
Yeah. And prednisone, that's an anti-inflammatory, right? Steroid.
So it's a steroid or immune suppressant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had me on that for a while too.
You were?
I was hurting so bad because I had so many broken bones, and I had to shoot a high school graduation. And I thought I got to be able to walk. I said I'm hurting bad, so she gave me three pills, and knocked it out. Yeah, so that was a big money making event for me, if you can imagine. I'm like, but
so it's a very strong, effective medication, but long term use is not good at all.
Exactly, she said
it would have to be long term. So
and that's exactly what she said. She gave me 3 pills. So that's it. If this don't knock it out, and so needless to say, I was able to go ahead and move on. I was like, I mean, I wasn't running, but I was moving very well. Oh, this stuff is great. But
I am. I have a bottle for emergencies. So if I travel,
exactly,
it happens, then I can just because that's an embarrassing situation if it goes wrong.
It's still down and out where they got me on Malaxicam, but I don't take that every day. Just as needed, But I had a lot of broken bones being in the military and stuff. So
I know.
That makes you. It comes down to quality of life, As you get older, it's gonna hurt worse, and nothing to do about it. Arthritis and stuff. So
I know that's true. I've never broken a bone.
Yeah, you're great. God bless you.
I
know. I've broken 7.
7.
Yeah, to include a cracked skull. Cracked skull came from football, and the broken back came from the military, being airborne, a paratrooper. So, and then I broke my leg.
So impressive. You're a paratrooper.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Good, till you hit the ground, But I broke my back on my 21st jump, and I dislocated my ankle and broke my fibula in 3 places on my 4th jump in airborne school. So I probably should have stopped then, but it is what it is. But it's you want to talk about conquering your fears?
Yes,
because I'm like, you go out and it's like boom, you're so thankful to make it safely to the ground and stuff. So
But, no, that's true. Actually, so much to think about.
Yeah, it really challenges you.
Yeah,
because you're fighting with yourself, like, man, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? So but it's always great to talk with you. Glad you're doing well. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I didn't mess up your workout.
You did not mess up my workout. And thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Always. We got to check in before you go to Japan and let me know if you're going to, make it to the States and maybe do
Yes, I'm going to. Absolutely, I will. Yes. Yeah, we got a photo shoot today.
Yeah, we got to. It's going to happen,
No, we have to.
Any last words you want to talk to your fans?
I want to say thank you, everybody, for your support, and I'm so much looking forward to seeing everybody on the pro circuit this year, and hopefully bringing some entertainment and an improved package. And thank you to all the organizers and the Pro League, and especially thank you to the panel that selected me for Masters Olympia.
Yes,
I'm very honored.
They announced that list on Olympia TV. I said, "Oh, there she go. All right."
I know. It's my name. So yes, I'm looking forward to Australia and myself, and WPD division, 100%, because I think it's growing again. So I'm super happy about that.
It is. It's definitely fun to watch. I was hoping I said, well, maybe she'll end up doing Pittsburgh because that's gonna be a big show. All of them are big shows. But now you got the gauntlet of Pittsburgh, New York Pro, and then of course Atlanta, Tampa.
Yes.
So
I want to see Atlanta too. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Sure. I'm sure I'll get my butt over to USA this year.
You got to.
I've got to.
Thanks for talking, Tracey. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Glenn. You have a good day.
You too. Bye now. Tracey Guile, make sure you go to her YouTube channel and subscribe. She's going to be hanging some new videos up, I'm sure, as now she continues in prep. She has a new coach, and so she's ready to do this thing. And it's always to have it good now that once you pick up a coach, you can take yourself only so far, but then you are going to have to get you a coach to help you bring it in because they see stuff that you're not going to see. And so that's great that she has one this year going in. So look forward to see how she does in the women's physique division. And it's always great to see all those girls out there. The division is definitely growing, and they got a lot of shows, so that's good for them. So now we just got to continue to work on this prize money, as with all the divisions, the women's divisions, and go on from there. Thanks again to all the new subscribers to AmazonsFitMag.com. I really appreciate you. Thanks again to all those new subscribers to the YouTube channel. It's been really growing this week. And to the fan that emailed me as far as what can you do for women's bodybuilding, case in point, he said, who do I need to talk to, where I need to send a check? I did respond to your email. And so continue to talk to me and let me know how you want to support. And I'll make sure that it gets to the right hands, and we'll go on from there. Because only the women's bodybuilding fans, you need to come out, not a point of saving the division, but you need to make yourself known that this is a division that everybody wants to see. And that was the whole purpose of the magazine of starting it. So definitely continue to support the women's bodybuilding and continue to reach out, and I'll get you to the right channels of who you need to talk to. Till next time, I'm Glenn Young. Celebrate the female physique. Subscribe to AmazonsFitMag.com. To purchase the magazine, you simply go to AmazonsFitMag.com, click on issues, and that'll take you to the magazine stand, and you can order your print copy of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Till next time, we'll talk soon. Take care.